So guys, welcome to our channel once again. In today's video, we have these 10 questions to answer on the topic electrolysis. So guys, this video will be all about electrolytes and non-electrolytes. So in short, to stay till the end of this video. Also, if at any point you want to answer any question here in this video, you can pause the video and try out to see if you can get the answer to the question even before we provide the answer thereafter. So let's start with the first question here. It says, as the concentration of an electrolyte reduces, the conductivity A is unaffected, B increases, C reduces to 0, D decreases. So guys, the answer to this question is option D, and that's decreases. When the concentration of the electrolyte reduces, the conductivity will decrease too. So that's the answer to this question. Let's consider the next question. Question number 2, it says, the conductivity of an electrolyte increase as its concentration A increase, B is unaffected, C reduces to 0, D decreases. So guys, the answer to this question is option A, and that's increases. The conductivity of an electrolyte increases as its concentration also increases. So let's consider the next question. Question number 3 here says, the solution that will conduct the higher amount of electrolytes is A, 0.5 mole per dm cube of hydrochloric acid, B, 2.0 moles per dm cube of ethanoic acid, C, 2.0 mole per dm cube of hydrochloric acid, D, 0.5 mole per dm cube of ethanoic acid. So guys, the answer to this question is option C here. And that's 2.0 moles per dm cube of hydrochloric acid. So we have to consider that here we have 2.0 mole per dm cube, which means the concentration is high. So you might be wondering as well, why are we not picking 2.0 moles of ethanoic acid since the concentration is same as that of the hydrochloric acid here, which is 2.0. Another thing is the fact that hydrochloric acid conducts more in aqueous solution than ethanoic acid. So guys, that's it for this question. So let's quickly go to the next question. Question number 4 here, it says, the process of electrolysis of brine produces chlorine gas at which electrode? A, cathode, B, negative electrode, C, positive electrode, D, anode. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here, and that's the anode. The process of electrolysis of brine produces chlorine gas at the anode. So in this process, the chloride ions are oxidized at the anode to form chlorine gas. So that's it for that question. Let's consider the next question. Question number 5 here, it says, which of the following substances will decompose when an electric current is passed through it? A, copper rod, B, tetroxosulfate solution, C, methylated spirits, D, sucrose solution. So guys, the answer to this question is option B here, tetroxosulfate solution. So that's the substance that will decompose when an electrolytic current is passed through it. And that's because it's the only electrolyte here out of all the options here. So remember that an electrolyte decomposes when an electric current is passed through it. So guys, that's it for that question. Let's consider the next question. Question number 6 here. It says, anions move towards the anode and cations move towards the A, proton, B, anode, C, electron, D, cathode. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here, and that's the cathode. Anions move towards the anode and cations move towards the cathode. So guys, that's it for that question. So let's consider the next question. Question number 7, it says, a concentrated solution containing hydrogen ion, copper ion, hydroxide ion, and chloride ion was electrolyzed using platinum electrodes. The ion that will be discharged at the cathode is A, hydroxyl ion, B, hydrogen ion, C, copper ion, and D, chloride ion. So guys, the answer to this question is option C here, and that's copper ion. In electrolysis, the ion that will be discharged at the cathode is the cation, which is the positively charged ion. So in this case, the cation is the copper here. And since the cathode is negatively charged, it will attract this positive ion, which is the copper, and then gain electrons from the copper metal. So that's it for that question. Let's consider the next question, guys. Question number 8. It says, electrolytes in the dry Leyland cell is A, anhydrous zinc tetroxosulfate 6, B, ammonium chloride paste, C, muslin bag, and D, pasty manganese 4 oxide. So guys, the answer to this question will be ammonium chloride paste. The electrolytes in the dry Leyland cell is an ammonium chloride solution, which is actually in a paste form. So that's it for that question. So let's consider the next question, guys. Question number 9. The question here says, which of the following is not an example of weak electrolytes? A, ethanoic acid, B, ammonia solution, C, pyridine, and D, potassium bromide. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here. That's potassium bromide. Actually, weak electrolytes are substances that particularly ionize in solution, meaning they produce relatively few ions. Examples will include weak acids like ethanoic acid, weak bases like ammonia and pyridine, and so on. So guys, however, the potassium bromide is a strong electrolyte because it completely ionizes in solution, producing large number of ions. So that's not an example of a weak electrolyte. So that's the answer to this question, option D. So lastly, guys, let's consider the next question here, question number 10. And it says, the acid used in electrolysis of water is dilute A, nitric acid, B, ethanoic acid, C, hydrochloric acid, D, sulfuric acid. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here, and that's the dilute sulfuric acid. Actually, dilute sulfuric acid is the acid used in the electrolysis of water. So electrolysis of water actually involves the decomposition of water into oxygen and hydrogen gas due to electric current being passed through the water. So that's it, guys, for that question. And this will be the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not yet a subscriber. Also, if you have any specific question regarding this video, you can drop your question on the comment section below and we'll ensure to give you a response. So guys, we also want to use this opportunity to encourage you to join our YouTube channel community. Thank you once again for watching this video. See you on the next one.